Alright guys, I'm back to the house. We just caught this big boar coon. It is 60 something degrees today, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I skin out my coon real quick with my skinning machine. So it doesn't take long. I just sharpened up my knives. I'm going to go ahead and brush this guy out, get my gloves on, and brush him out, and we'll get to doing it real quick. It doesn't take long. It's a big female. She's a big female. Just the size, I thought it was a boar coon, but no, big female. Farmer will be happy about that. Man. He's wet. She's wet anyways. Splashed me in the face. I'll get her. I'd normally hang it to dry a little bit, but it is entirely too warm. So we're going to skin her and go flip her out and put her in a freezer. Make sure there's no copper burrs in it. Okay. And then what I do is I skin them and then freeze them. And then once they come out of the freezer, I'll wash them in a bucket of lukewarm water with dish soap. Let them hang for a day. Flush them and board them. So, man, there's a lot of water in it. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it rained good. She's in that trap all night. And also, I think she was swimming in that creek, which didn't help. Alright, I'm just going to make my money cut. I got my pelter knife. We're just going to kind of do this quick and to the point here. Not take long to skin a coon. Ankle to ankle. She's got some mites on her. It's alright. We're going to take care of that with the freezer. Just open it up. Okay. And come from the tail around the vent. Okay, so that's that. Get that. Make sure it's opened up. I don't know if YouTube's going to say anything to me about this video. Don't really care. It's for instructional purposes. There's plenty of guys out there that are still looking for a way to skin coons. So once I got her opened up, I take a steel. I stick it around the back side of her leg through the fat. This is just an old flat, or just a brown bar. That's all it is. I get it under the skin, fish it around that leg, back up through, pull down. my knife, come from the inside, all the way to the top of the foot, gives me something to put on the wire. Put this foot in the gambrel. Take this foot out. Do the same thing. Pull down. Case that whole foot. There's that. So then I'll pull it down. Both feet go in the gambrel. I'll take my steel, put it under the tail, and pull down. Separate that fur off the back. Then all I'm doing is I'm just going to break this tail free. Give me something to pull the tail down. Just work that tail down a little bit. Just work it down a little bit. Down to where you can get your strippers around that part of the tail. Tail stripper. Pull it off. And then I just take my knife, open that tail up while it's hanging here. All the way to the tip. I have a tail zipper, but I like to use my knife. So now you can pull that down a little bit, break that loose, and now I got where the feet were, right here. It's going to get run down. She's still real warm, so I'm just going to pull it. But I can take run it down to the base. I don't know if you can see it, but I got clamps at the bottom here. I think the last thing I skinned on this was a fox, so I just clip it off, clamp it down, and start pulling. Pull the front legs, pull them out, they come off, and I start skinning from the base to the neck here. Just get her pulled. That's all we gotta do. Cut her down. Give it a little bit more tension. Got an ear right there. Directly across from it should be another one. Got an ear right there. Got the jaw. Got the jaw. Small ear holes. Comes directly across. You'll see the cartilage for the ear. Take it off. That was a little big. A nice doll already. I just pull. There's still plenty of tension on that machine. Open up the corner of the jaws, and your eye is right above that, right here. We got that eye hole right there. Small as eyes as possible. Not too shabby. Get the eyelid off. The lip. And then I'll just take thumb, get under that lip. The lip just tears off normally. Pull back. Fold it back inside out. The right side out rather. And get the feet out. And there she is. That's a nice 3X. I'd say it's at least a 3X coon. So it only takes a couple minutes, guys. Once I get good at it, after a couple, I can do them in about 2 minutes. So, yep, there she is. And I'll show you how I roll her up and put her in the freezer. Alright, she's going to go in the freezer, so it's real simple. You want little to no fur on flesh contact. So I got the opening of the case here. I'm just going to make sure that's good. And I'm going to flip the tail to the inside. Flip it over on itself, and then it goes to the belly, then the feet, and then I roll it in a ball. Get the nose over, roll it in a ball, like so. That way whenever I go to unroll it, I got the nose on the top, the head's on the top, and all I got to do is hang it up and it'll unroll as it thaws out. So. Goes in a bag, like so. Tight, get all the air out. As much of it as you can. It may be a month or so before I flush this coon. And then I'll put it in another bag. And then it goes right over here in my freezer. And that's that, guys. Any questions on how I do any skinning on my machine, feel free to ask. If you want a further in-depth deal on how I made my machine, or if you live closer to where I am in the state, I won't have any issues at all. Come check it out. So that's how I do it. Till next time, guys.